No, wait. Oh no! I disabled the wrong bot! Oh no! The sabotage! It went the wrong way! Alright then everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode on Autonauts with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to our beautiful planet. Unfortunately, we are having some technical difficulties here, which is also part of the reason why, unfortunately, this episode did get delayed a bit, because if you witnessed the last stream, I had a new OBS plugin going on for some new copyright-free music for the stream, and somehow that very plugin managed to mess up the sound of both Autonauts and Star Citizen to the point where I don't have any sounds coming. And I haven't figured out just yet how to fix this. I've got no clue in the world. I tried all the things and I figured out, instead of delaying this even further, we may as well have a little bit of an episode like this, and hopefully by the time the next episode hits, I will have managed to find some sort of solution for this weirdness, fingers crossed. So, let's see about that for the time being. Sorry for this minor issue. Now, with that said, in between episodes, as promised last time around, I've actually let time run a tad bit for us, and you will be able to see that we've got a good bunch of good gears here, we've got a good bunch of panels around here. Most importantly, this good bot workbench right here is now finished off, and we already have made some progress on that one, including already having some extra square frames to throw at the issue, because I have deactivated this little robot here for the time being. Just have a tad bit of backlog so that we can finish this stuff off. So let's go and start out with that very part and finish off this last workbench, and then we'll take on some of the other parts out here in order to be able to hopefully very, very soon get this production rolling even better, even faster, and, well, crucially, also finally properly. So, let's go. I'm gonna go and make one crate with you all real quick. I guess that we can scale it up after the fact, or at least that's my hope. So, this way at least we can already have a bot start working at things and then kind of move on from there. So, in this very station, we'll be making bot bodies Mark II. So we'll need panels, poles, and fixing pegs, which should all be more or less readily available. Unfortunately, honestly, I do have to say, like, the whole fixing peg thing is going a bit slow for my taste. I've had to chunk in quite the bunch of poles and fixing pegs myself in this entire production to actually get things up to speed. So, hopefully, that will be going somewhat fine. I do have to say, I am honestly even already considering to keep these crates at only one crate per step, so that we maybe don't have that much of an overhang production, and things kind of fill up a bit faster, so that we don't really have to wait for like 3 bajillion years for every single thing to fill up, because we do have that many shortages in the prior part of the queue, really, still, despite having made this many improvements. So I don't know, that's maybe something to consider. I think we will do that for the time being and just kind of hope that that's going to improve the situation for us a tad bit. So I'm going to go and finish off this crate here too. That'll give us a bit of something to work with, and then we can get going like this and kind of move from there. Also, well, we actually technically do need some crude wheels down here, so we would have to finish that very queue off too, which is already a tad bit of an issue, given that we are very successfully out of construction materials. So, you know, that's great, that's beautiful. We will just make ourselves some poles, I guess. You know, I have already got the set of poles anyways, given that the last time we were sort of out. So let me go and get these going, and then we can at least finish that off. Then after that, I guess we will get to producing some advanced spots for ourselves, and those can then get going on the entire assembly process. Like this crude wheel stuff, I suppose we could get like a Mark II or maybe even a Mark 1 going. I'm not quite sure. How many do we need of these? It's 2 per bot drive Mark II. I do have the feeling that like a Mark 1 would be fine. Even that said, we don't really even have spare Mark 1s currently, so I guess, oh god, which one is my rechargy bot? I've got no clue. Must be hiding somewhere in there. That's a digging bot. That's a shoveling bot. That's an... No, not that guy. This guy? No, that's not... That can't be him, can it? No. Where's my recharging bot? Oh, he's here. He's just, like, super behind or something. Okay, we'll help him out real quick. Make sure that this keeps running. As you can see, in terms of the forest, at least we've stabilized things a bit. You know, trees are coming out of every corner again. And, well, honestly, we do at this point have quite the overproduction in terms of logs. So if we ever want to make these Mark IIs, which I feel, given these shortages, inevitably we may end up doing once we do actually have an automated production set up here and we do have some spare bots to use, then, you know, we should have the necessary supplies ready to go. So, that's out of the way. Let us go and assemble us some botsies. This part here with the bot assembly unit and everything we'll take care of in a minute, I guess, for the time being. I just want the parts to get going at the very least, and then we'll kind of head on from there. Speaking of which, we will once more be required to make us some of our own stuff, unfortunately, because this part... I don't know, maybe we really have to do an upgrade there ASAP too, because, I mean, we do actually need some proper poles for the head, so there need to be some poles here, and we already have like 2 or 3 bots pulling poles constantly from this, and it's constantly empty, so that's really not good. That is really, really less than ideal, so we have to kind of see what we can do about that to push things further. Maybe... You know, we just make a Mark II for one of these and put this one right here to make crude wheels. That could be an option, I suppose. Now, good thing is that we do have this tree seed storage here, so that's going to make things a tad bit easier for us at the very least in terms of the heads. Not sure when I put that there, but we'll take it happily and finish off that bot head Mark II as well. So, that's the first thing out of the way. Panels should not be an issue. Those we have plenty of. This thing also needs poles, though. So, well, that is, you know, a bit of an issue. Luckily, we made some extra. But yeah, I don't know, like, we need to do something here. Like, we do have the amount of logs. It's more an issue of actually getting enough poles produced. Even planks we kind of have sufficient amounts of. You know, same thing with fixing pegs. They're really in high demand. I mean, you need like 6 fixing pegs for this thing alone. And I think, as you can see, those are kind of also required down the line here quite a lot. So, yeah, it's all a bit of a game of bottlenecks currently, which, you know, is sort of what we all kind of come to love and hate about these kind of like, well, I guess this is not really a tycoon game, but like more of a management sort of game. I suppose, you know, you kind of learn to live with these and you kind of learn to expect these, but we do have to iron these things out a bit, honestly, because that will really slow down our production. And I think at the end of the day, after spending all this effort on getting this stuff going, you would really like to see a bot or 2 come out of this at some point. So unless we want to constantly push in poles and fixing pegs ourselves over the entire course of the production, we will probably not have much of a choice but to actually fix this stuff. And, well, very evidently, like, the Mark IIs are just not good enough for this purpose, so we'll need to find a different solution there. But that said, let's go and finish off the bodies right here. And then that part of the whole process is done too. Out here, well, it's going to sort of kind of be a similar process again. On the upside, we do have the gears already ready to go. The crude wheels we can just make ourselves real quick before we do have a bot down there. And then it's the whole fixing peg story all over again, which, well, luckily, we did make some extra. So, you know, 2 fixing pegs can go here to kind of push that production along a bit more. One goes there, the other one can stay there, and then we finish this part off with a little bit of a panel. And, well, some extra poles, which, oh, yeah, this is also a bit of an issue, I suppose. I need to reset. Honestly, this is a point. I think we need to set this bot to put all the thingies, planks in there, and this bot to take all the planks out of there, so we don't have this issue. Because when this storage runs full, and I don't notice it, there's not going to be any more planks piling up here, and this bot is eventually going to run out of planks, which would be disastrous, especially given that we do kind of technically already have some planks. So, yeah, I mean, that kind of just needs changing, because that's honestly, that can't be the way that that works, right? So I think, we're probably going to change this bot in terms of programming. The other one we're going to optimize to a Mark II, and then we're kind of just going to see if the first one can keep up. Given how many planks are still in there, currently my feeling says he will be able to sort of easily keep up, but that remains to be seen as well, I suppose. Now, out here, we'll need some more planks, so, luckily we can empty that storage a bit more, so he keeps working as well. And on we go, making ourselves these crude wheels too, and then we should be good to go on this part out here. Now, the interesting part being, I think these crates we will need to pull up, and honestly, given that the crude wheels don't need that much of an input in terms of materials, I think it's fine having a, entire stack of the crates going right here. We'll sort of have to see also, I suppose, just how many of these crude wheels fit into one of the crates, but that remains to be seen in just 1 second. Now, panels, I would require this one, and we will need another 2 crude wheels, so let's go and grab ourselves some more planks from out here, nicely make that bot continue work for us. That is always good. And then we'll throw these out here. Now, another thing would be to maybe also make this bot put all the poles into the storage. I'm always a bit worried, given how fast this thing drains, that eventually we would end up without any poles to use for ourselves. But then on the other hand side, it's not like I do have any poles to use for myself currently. So, does it really make that much of a difference? Probably not, to be honest, in the end. And, I think we do have some upfront bots here, like this one, for example, is taking off the pile, I think. No, he's actually taking from the storage. Do we have any other spots where we're using poles? Not really. So, given that this one, so I think this one we could easily change to just putting everything in there, which we will do when we have a better bot for that very job. Now, I think we're maybe going to quickly just finish off that bot assembly unit while we do have an overhang of logs anyways, before, we get to a point where the entire log storage is drained again, because we've now scaled up production and everything's empty once more. So we're taking that now and actually finishing that off. That way we also don't need to move all the parts all over the place and all the bots and everything else. We will just have everything in one place to quickly get done, I suppose. So let's go and finish that up. The interesting question being, we're now making 2 Mark II bots. We could put those entirely on the production line, or we could just leave one part out. Oh, actually, we would require 3 anyways, because we don't have anything for the bot heads. The bot heads, though, being, honestly, the easiest part of the overall thing. So, let me go and select that for production. I guess if we would skip the bot heads for the time being, that's sort of the best way there is until we have more. The one thing that I'm wondering about, though, is do we want one of them to work here in order to fix the whole pole thing a bit better? I think maybe the answer may kind of sort of be yes. I'm not sure. I mean, technically we're probably going to require even more of these boys here anyways, so I think one we will assign to this last step because it's the most complicated one. That also maybe allows us to see... Oh! Hey, he's just okay. So that little bot here is just taking care of these guys for us, which is beautiful. But yeah, maybe that also allows us to see if this task maybe... Oh, sorry, your job. I don't want to interfere. But that at least maybe allows us to see also if this task may be too complicated for these very bots. Now, the issue with that being, that would require us to actually have poles in storage, which currently... Well, to be quite frank, we don't. So, that is a bit of an issue. Now, what I think we will do is we will go and record with this spot. Let me go and remove the repeat. And then we're going to take 1 plank and move to here. Oh, well. Damn it. We will have to delete some things. Okay, so let me clear this up. Boop, boop, boop. Move to plank storage. And to plank storage is what we want. So find nearest plank and move to plank. Pick up plank, find nearest plank, move to plank, pick up plank, then we move to the plank storage, and we add to the plank storage twice. So yeah, now, with this new programming, he is going to move everything into the plank storage. Go. So that is that part now for a second done, and we do have some extra planks here that I suppose we're just going to stack out there for a minute. Then, where's this other guy? Oh my god, there's so many. One of these guys, this one right here, I think we're going to replace him. So let me go and tell him to pause and record, and you're just going to come with me. You're going to do the crude wheel stuff now instead, my friend, right? So please delete everything and stop. Then we're going to pick up one of these new lads here and take him with us. And you, please, will now take from this very storage right here. And I think he may be good enough to just do 2 or 3 planks after another. So we're going to try with 3 for now, maybe. He's only going to have to move to the plank storage once. He's going to take 3 planks, and he's going to move to chopping block 2, add to chopping block. Then we can delete the other move 2s afterwards. So we're just going to, you know, do. I think the issue may be picking all of these up, honestly, but we'll see just how far he gets. If it's too complex, we're just going to remove like 1 set or something, right? So that is that. Now we can remove these 2, which gets him back to 12 KB. And that is kind of the step where it gets a bit complex. So I think he will be able to do 2. 3 is going to be a bit much. So we will remove this one. We'll remove that one. That's going to get him to 2 planks used. Now you're going to find the nearest pole here 4 times. You're going to pick them all up, and you're going to go and place them into the pole storage. And we can remove some parts of the pole storage thing. Ooh, this is going to be tight. We are going to need a brain upgrade for him, evidently. But you're going to take... Okay, let's sum this up. You're going to take 2 planks. You're going to add them to the chopping block twice. You're going to find 1, 2, 3, 4 poles exactly, and pick them all up. And you're going to move it to the pole storage, add it all to the pole storage, repeat. That gets us to minus 4 KB. Now... What was the status quo? I think we needed a good upgrade for that, right? Try good upgrade. I feel like that's the one to go. The good thing is, we do have all the tree steeds ready to go here for us, so that should be a quick endeavor. We do also need to upgrade this thing here down below, so we can make those upgrades separately without interrupting the production in the future. Oh god. Oh, I took too many. I'm sorry. Okay, that's filled up. Now we do need 8 poles. Just 8. Why not, I guess. We're just going to rob them from down here. We've kind of stopped the entire production doing our thing here anyway, so I guess that is what it is. You, my friend here, can have some energy real quick, and we will go and make 4 poles, I guess, so we can finish that upgrade. Well, I mean, honestly, worst case, if we went for the wrong upgrade, it is what it is, but it should at least have the capacity needed. I'm quite sure that the crude upgrade added 2. In terms of the capacity, so 2 KB, and this one should add 4 KB. So, should be fine. Let's go and give him this, and see how he's doing. 4 KB free. Okay. I guess we overextended. The crude one would have been fine, but in the end, you know, that is what it is. 4 KB is not going to be enough to repeat this operation here twice, and add to pole storage another 2 times, so that's totally fine. That should be that done, and he should be good to go. So let's see him getting to work. Boop boop. There we go. Why are you waiting, my friend? Oh. Yeah, so we're gonna need to alter something here. He has still got a plank in his hands. Now, please try again. that was evidently not all too helpful, but he's back and en route, and this little guy is working away, supplying our botsies with all the planks in the world, and hopefully, well, not all the planks, all the poles in the world, and hopefully that will now finally be sufficient. Now, you, I will have to program in just a second, but unfortunately, I don't think we can quite reliably enough sustain the poles needed for this. This guy's still on pause. I'm kind of wondering right now why we have this many poles, though. Why is that the case? What are you doing? Find nearest plank in. Move to plank. Oh! So he was picking up things for us previously? No, wait. Oh no! I disabled the wrong bot! Oh no! The sabotage! It went the wrong way! Oh boy, okay, well that is a bit of an issue. Unfortunately, would you come with me now? Thank you. Just needed to delete some things for him, I guess. We unfortunately deleted the bot that was doing the fixing page, and I was wondering why we had that little stuff pulling. Well, that is a bit of an issue. I'm sure we can somehow fix it, but why do you still have things in there? Go away. Right, thank you. Now, Mr. MK1020. I didn't want to pick you up. I'm sorry. That was a bit intrusive, maybe. I want to program you once more because I just absolutely sabotaged the heck out of you. So, you please. I don't know how many we told him to take, to be honest, the last time. I guess he can take 2, probably. Can he take more? Probably not, because he's going to make like 4 fixing pegs here, right? So you will hop on that, hop, hop, hop. Then you will... Yes, that we can remove. So you'll add to chopping block. That gets us to 10 KB free. And you'll take these. Oh, God. Okay, well, that's too much, evidently. So we're going to slim that down in just a second. Unfortunately, it is too much. Maybe we need a Mark II for this thing, too. Because, honestly, that should be doable by a Mark II. Looking at the brain difference here. I mean, we can't do it with a good upgrade. With a Mark II, we should easily be able to, though. So, you are, instead, going to only take from the pole storage once. You're going to only add to the chopping block once. You're going to only find 2 fixing pegs to grab. And you're going to move to fixing peg storage once and place 2 fixing pegs in there. Repeat, and you're good to go. Sorry for that little interruption of service. I was not intending on sabotaging you like that. Now, the good news here is that we do have some poles overhead in return, so that is good. The bad news being that we still do not have a single fixing peg waiting for us. So what we will maybe do is we'll do a quick interruption of service for this little guy too. We will take all his fixing pegs so he doesn't hello? Sir? Well, that went well. Now I can't take the fixing pegs from this guy's hand. Who are you? Oh my god, I interrupted the wrong guy as well. Stop. Okay, so both of them are stopped now. We can just move this into here, and then we can... Oh, boy. Well, we can... I mean, I guess... Oh, my God, I just sabotaged the other one, too. Now he's broken. We are sabotaging all the bots, breaking them all, evidently. Gotta reset this guy now. So you can start from the beginning. But yeah, so now all the other guys are kind of waiting. And we can get them back into service once we're done programming this other guy. Because I want to see if we can actually get him going with this complex of a task. Probably going to need an upgrade, to be honest. But, you know, if we can at least get started, that would be something. So, we will require a pole. You will grab... Sorry. No, I clicked the right button. Why did it not... There we go. So, move to pole storage. And grab a pole. Then you can probably grab multiple things in one go to kind of ease the... Oh no, well we can't because he only can have one thing in his hand. So I think this may actually be quite complicated even for a Mark II, to be honest, because that will be a lot of moving back and forth and a lot of duplicate operations that we can't really do much of anything about. So that's going to be the fixing peg. Then he's going to grab a panel, which he's also going to put there. We're already at 9 KB. I think maybe it's still doable. We're going to need a crude gear, which we'll also put there. And then we're going to miss the crude wheels, which I haven't made yet. So adding the crude wheels, yeah, I mean, we're going to need a big upgrade. Hopefully it's just barely sufficient. So pause. We're going to have to continue recording in a second because we do quickly need to make the necessary amounts. Why are you not working again? I must have messed up something in the programming there. Can I remove these? Nope. Well, that was not my intent. Really messy today, aren't we? Really, really messy indeed. But we are making some good progress on the upside, I hope. Let's go and finish this off. Then we're going to put these little guys into... Oh, no. Can we not put anything into these storage? Okay, so we do have to delete the blueprints, I guess. How do we do that? Boop, boop. Okay. That way we can actually use the storages as well, I suppose. That's fine. And there we go. We'll potentially, or maybe not, add onto that storage in the future. Yeah, we will add onto it. There's only 10 that you can store there. Maybe 10 is sufficient. I mean, we need 2 per thingy, and they're quite quickly made, so maybe that's even sufficient. Anyways, this little guy, you will come with me, and you are going to grab 1, 2, and only move to crude wheel storage once. And you're going to put 1, 2 right there. Oh boy. And only move to good bot workbench once. Once, I say. So that is a minus 2 KB. No, that's good. We can upgrade by 8 KB, as we previously said. So we literally only need to now make him grab this and put it in, and we're at minus 7. And then we repeat, and then we're at minus 8. So it's literally spot on for this automation. That could have not been any tighter in terms of the amount of memory required. Holy moly. But we're good. We're good, we're golden, we can be happy. The entire production chain can be done by this one bot. So, I mean, everything else in front of it is simpler, so that should be easily doable. And even this thing, he can do with the upgrade. So I'm quite happy about that. Did I just delete that? Why is he at 4KB free again? Because we deleted it. Why isn't that great? What we could do is a little snakeroo, where I guess we will only need another 2 of these gears. Yeah, sorry, I guess we're going to have to quickly redo that part because I evidently messed up a bit on it. So we will go and absolutely have this little guy stand in our way. I'm going to manage to do this anyways. And we're just going to snake him into grabbing these 2 things, putting them onto here, right? Then he's only going to move to the good bot workbench once. That thing is technically going to be finished, and he's going to take it once and going to place it once. Why am I now... Oh, right. Crude wheel storage only once. There we go. And that is that. Now we can click repeat again, and we can stop recording. And that is now that's done. So we could technically get him going, and we kind of snaked him into thinking, like, this is the way that it works. Now, the only issue being that we've got 2 crude wheels on here now, which, yeah, we can't really remove. No, I can. Cancel manufacture, there we go, we can put them back in here, and we're golden. That was a little bit of a close one. I nearly messed that one up. Now, I do know that we're a tad bit over already with the episode, so let me quickly, though, go and make us a quick upgrade. Look at how many poles we have. It is glorious. I am loving it. These Mark II bots are just so great. I mean, I upgraded to Mark I, and we were still so far behind. I get a Mark II, and the thing is absolutely filled with poles to the brink within minutes. It is insane. Now, this little guy out here is still standing still because I messed up something in this programming indeed. So the thing is here that he... No, he should be fine. Who took a plank away? Somebody took a plank away from this little guy. You go again. The programming is fine. We've got something that's picking up planks directly from there. And I don't know what it would be, because we don't require planks for any manufacturing out there, do we? This guy. No, this guy's not working. So who's robbing his planks? I don't quite understand. We'll have to keep a close-ish eye on that one. One way or another, we've got the upgrade going, so I do want to quickly give this guy his little upgrade. And then he is good to go. Absolutely beautiful. Let's hit play on that one, and he can start assembling us little parts right there. So quite happy with that. And we're making some very, very good progress indeed. Now, the one thing that I did absolutely not remember is that we do have some research going on here that we do need to take care of, so we will very urgently do that in the next episode, and then we will go get another, I guess, 2 Mark II bots going, get them onto these 2 benches, so we get everything going in terms of the parts. We will grab this little standard bot right here, and, well, Mark I bot, and put them to the crewed wheels, so we do have those supplied, and then we will probably, from the parts they make, just assemble a 3rd Mark II bot, who will take care of the final assembly of his bodies, finish that bot storage, and then we finally have a proper production chain at our hands. Probably going to do some further upgrades, especially considering this spot right here with the fixing pegs being quite slow. Despite this piling up now, that's going to be drawn within seconds when I reactivate these guys. But overall, I am quite happy with where this is going. So, very much looking forward to improving on this and finishing this, hopefully in the next episode then. In any case though, this has been it for today. I hope you all very much enjoyed it. As usual, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button right down below. That does always help out the channel a ton. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. But with all that out of the way then, as usual everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next one very, very soon. Ciao.